Keep in mind that I'm still asking the question from yesterday's broadcast, Mark chapter 4, verse 11. What is the mystery of the kingdom of God? Jesus said to those who were listening to him, he says, to you it is given. So he says to them who are believers, he said, it's given to you. You know the mystery of the kingdom of God. And of course, then we have the parable that he told them. And then next he interpreted the parable to them. And he told them, he says, the sower went forth to sow, and he sowed on in all types of terrain, rocks, thorns, by the wayside, good ground. Of course, it all had a different effect, but basically the only thing that really produced fruit is when the seed fell on good ground. Well, after his interpretation of the parable, Jesus asked them another question. And the question was simply this. He said, if you have a candle, what is best to do with that candle? Is it better to hide it under a bushel, or is it better to put it on a candlestick? Well, the answer to that question would depend on what kind of results do you want. If you don't want any light to be produced, then put the candle in the bushel. But if you want the candle to produce light, then you put it on a candlestick and you light it up so that everybody can see the light. So Jesus gives us the answer to the question. Yes, we desire that there be light given. And then after that little illustration, he talks about the kept secret. And he says, the truth of the matter is that the mystery of the kingdom of God is not a secret. I haven't kept it from anybody. It's there for everybody to see and everybody to perceive the very essence of the mystery of the kingdom of God. And then we go back to what he said earlier. He said, if any man have ears to hear, let him hear. So the question is, if the mystery is so likely to be observed, and it's there for everyone to see and to understand, why is it that some do not have ears to hear? Why is it that some people don't get it? Why is it that some people are totally out of tune and out of touch with the mystery of the kingdom of God? Well, we go back to the parable. And what did he say in the parable? He says some people are not in tune, and some people do not hear, and some people do not perceive, because some are offended because of persecution. Simply to say this, they've had trouble in their life. Things have happened. They become discouraged. They become bitter. They become hard. They become whatever it is. But whatever it is, he says they become offended. And then they fall away, and the seed does not take the effect. So, why is it that some are not able to perceive? He says, because of persecution, cares of the world, the deceitfulness of riches, and lust of other things. Some hear, but don't perceive. This is Pastor Jack King with the gospel on the radio broadcast.